Now let's look at how to set a reference position. In the 6 settings menu, select the 6th item reference position to enter this interface. Take the number 1 as an example. Currently, its status is disabled and there is no annotation. Click Details to enter this interface. Here we can click Enter to input an annotation. For example, we input such home. And then press Enter. In the 3rd item, Arrange, change Invalid to Valid. When setting the origin, note the coordinate positions of each axis. Currently, in joint mode, we can see G1, G2, G3, up to G6. This is joint mode. There are 2 methods to set the reference point position. The first one is directly press Shift plus record. We can see that the previous 0 has become -90. This means the current robot position is G1 is 0, G2 is 0, G3 is 0, G4 is 0, G5 is -90, and G6 is 0. There are the original coordinate positions of the robot. This is the first method. For the second method, we can input the values we want to set. Here, we'll use the first method. Directly press Shift plus record. Next, let's look at the signal definition. Here, DO and RO can be switched. That is, when the robot returns to the original, DO will output 1. This value 1 can be modified according to actual needs. Take 1 as an example. When the robot returns to the original, DO1 will output 1. It is 0 when it's in default status. DO0 is inactive, so we can change it to DO1. After this setting, click the PREV button to return to the previous screen and change disabled to enabled so that the first reference point takes effect. Okay, we've created a program Home1 here. The position of point P is the current coordinate position of each axis in the robot's posture. We can see that G1, G2, G3, G4, and G6 are all 0, while G5 remains -90. These are the original values. Next, let's test the effect. Check whether DO1 is 1 when the robot returns to the original. First, change the robot's posture. For example, move it along the x-axis. That is, move the G1 axis. We can see that the robot's posture has changed. We see that the digital value is DO1. We can modify the interface. We set it into 3 screens, so it's easy for us to observe. We can see that the robot is not at the original position. DO1 is in the off state, and the UO7 is also off. Now run the program to make the robot return to the original. Set the program window at the main screen, and then run the program. Now we can see that the robot has returned to the original position. Now DO1 is on, and UO7 has also become on. If we adjust the robot's posture again, we'll find that DO1 returns to the off state. UO7 has also become off. This is the function of reference point setting.